RBB Morning Show, the coach, mentor, marketing, and social media strategist you need each and every morning. RBB, a live morning talk show that gives you the ability to get the coach you need, strategist you wish you could afford, social media manager and strategist, marketing strategist, project manager, certified OBM, VA, business startup strategist, profit strategist, web strategist, email funnel strategist, sales page strategist, PR strategist, time management, mindset, and overall business development strategist. We answer it all. With over 25 years of business experience, both in corporate and small business worlds, we really can answer it all.
Morning. Happy Tuesday. I hope everybody is having an amazing day today so far. My day has started with a little bit of craziness. I've already been doing IT work this morning. One of my IT clients that I do project work from here and there for had a buddy who owns a business reach out to me. He was in a bind this morning, couldn't find his IT guy, has left the state, so he doesn't have anybody. So I have a new client that I started with this morning and dealt with that. Craziness on this Tuesday morning. I hope that everybody is setting themselves up for success today. We are still talking about rebranding this week and all that means. And the first step of rebranding and relaunching a site and redoing all of the things is analyze everything you've already done. There really needs to be if you're going to be offering the same types of services and not just doing a new business, and if you're doing a new business, don't rebrand, launch yourself as a new business. Just stop that craziness. Launch yourself as a new business if you're doing different things. Period. End of story. But if you are rebranding and reworking what you already offer, the first thing you need to do is analyze everything you already offer. You need to do the pros cons list that we always talk about for pretty much everything. Write everything down that you love about what you do. Write everything down that you hate about what you do. Write everything down that has been really successful and all of the things that you have failed at. We all fail at things. It is a reality of owning a business. You poke and hope sometimes, and sometimes the poke doesn't work. Whatever that is. Bad customer service, something that you failed at as far as providing customer service to somebody. Project management. Good morning, Sandra. Customer onboarding, customer offboarding, contract. Is your contract solid enough? All of those things. Look at all of that and really analyze all that you have done up until this point. And spend a good amount of time on that and really look at how you can improve upon each of those things. That is part of your rebranding. You want to up-level yourself always. When you rebrand, the point is not to just change your name and colors, it's to up-level your business. And if you're not taking the time to analyze all of that, then you are missing out on a big step of the potential of growth with rebranding. Once you're done analyzing, you also need to analyze your ideal audience. And I always suggest that somebody go back through a brand strategy course or a brand strategy workbook or something to really reevaluate you, who you are, who your ideal clients are. Our personalities, while our fundamental pieces of our personality don't change, pieces of it can. And you could go from somebody who's super introverted to somebody who can be extroverted, and somebody who can, in the right situations, have different personality traits. So redo your personality test for yourself. Redo your ideal client personality test. Redo your ideal client loves, hates, all of that. Going through that whole entire process before you even take steps in your rebranding really will make a huge difference for your business. I actually go through, and I have written my own brand strategy course. So of course I go through my own, and I redo that probably once a year, sometimes once every 6 months. This year I've done it twice, just checking myself as we move ahead with our business, as we have made these branding changes over the last year. So I do it to recheck myself. And it really does help when you're strategizing and analyzing everything to recheck your who, what, where, when, why, and how, so that you are really sure that you're heading in the right direction. with all that you do. So make sure that you are really considering that and going forward in a way that makes sense, because you have taken the time to analyze the data and to really look at everything you do want to do, the direction you want to head. What are your goals? Take the time to do a vision board for yourself, because your goals, if you are rebranding, the chances are your goals for your business, your goals for yourself personally have changed. Take the time to go through all of those beginning steps of owning a business. If you haven't read it before, I suggest you read Carrie Green's book, She Means Business. It really walks you through, as a new business owner and not somebody who's owned a business before, but it's a good read. It's a quick read, and it's a really good mindset and visualization piece to go through when you are moving ahead with your business. She has a 28-day challenge that's part of her book, and that is phenomenal. And I highly suggest that you use that as part of a brand strategy rethink when you're going through a new rebranding. It really is a good book. It's easy to read. It's a super easy read book. It's not super long. Her action steps are great. And she really has a good pulse on helping you walk through these steps. And she does some manifestation things, and she does some mindset work in there. And I think it's a really good thing to go through when you're going through all of this. So again, your 5 W's and an H, I talk about that all the time, but part of that analyzing everything is your consistency. Are you going to be consistent in anything in that once you rebrand? Are your services going to be the same? Are you going to call them the same thing? Are you pricing them the same way? This gives you time, a good point to reevaluate and analyze your pricing. And is your pricing where it should be in the market? And I am not a huge fan of anybody that says, evaluate your worth and charge tax. And you set your own pricing because you can decide what you are worth. Okay. I call BS on that. Complete and total BS on that. Yes, you want to charge your worth, but you want to charge your worth in the marketplace, in the area you live in, because just because you want to charge $2,500 for something doesn't mean that you're going to get that. And when you charge your worth and add tax, yes, I'm batting my eyelashes. This is ridiculous. You're potentially setting yourself up for a lot of failure. And which is a huge mindset issue. When you are consistently setting yourself up for failure, you start having mindset issues after a while. Make sure you're setting yourself up for success. If other social media managers in your area charge $200 an hour or have flat rate packages of 20 hours, whatever that looks like, then you should be right in that area. Now, I am in New York. In New York, we can, with experience and stuff, we could charge higher than that. And I have been in an industry, in the IT industry, there's a lot of people that own their own IT businesses, and they're called managed service providers, and they're these small businesses. Yes, especially when you charge too little, you're also setting yourself up for failure, because you're getting the terrible clients that nobody else will take. You need to be setting yourself up for market value. Where are you in the marketplace, and charge that? Now, in the IT world, a lot of MSPs charge $25 to $35 an hour. Let me tell you, when I do MSP work, I'm $150 an hour. Why? I have 25 years of experience. I can charge that, and that is market value. That is still a market value. That doesn't mean you need to charge the $20 an hour for everything that you do. It just means you need to know where you are in experience level and where the market is. I am not a cheap person when it comes to doing IT work. And this guy called me out of the blue this morning, and I need help right now. And I said, well, my normal rate is $150 an hour. My emergency rate is $300 if you need me right this second. He's like, absolutely. Yes, I do. And there was no question. So I worked for 2 hours this morning and earned $600 because I know what my value is. And I know my value based on the market, not based on what I feel I'm worth. So be careful with that. Also, don't undervalue yourself, because that is also, as Lisa is saying, that's also really important. If somebody is charging, if everybody else in your area is charging $50 an hour, don't charge $20 an hour, because you're undervaluing everyone when you do that. But as somebody who's purchasing services, don't be just looking for the cheapest person. It's kind of like there's a quote from, drawing a complete blank. Oh, Armageddon, where they're in the spaceship and they're ready to take off, and he's like, "We're sitting on 1,000,000 pounds of jet fuel or whatever, put together by the person that came up with the cheapest price." You don't want to hire somebody at the cheapest price. Don't go to Fiverr and spend $5 on somebody to do something when you could have hired somebody who was actually a quality person and charged and paid $50 and had less issues. I mean, there's a lot to say about charging somebody their value. When you are undervaluing those that you work with, you're just as bad as anybody that says nasty things to somebody. I'm sorry. I hate business owners that are always going for the cheapest option and not looking for an option that's actually going to move their business ahead and help grow their business. That also helps no one. So when you're hiring somebody, you're looking for somebody who's going to provide you value, not somebody who's going to do it the cheapest. So get off that train, people. Just get off that track. Stop being I have to get the cheapest possible thing. I mean, we all want a good deal, obviously, but we want somebody who's going to do quality work. And hire those, look at the marketplace, know what those types of positions are going to take, and make sure you budget for it. Make sure that you're really taking that time again to really explore and know what everybody in your area, and when I say your area, so if you are a VA, explore many VAs across the country, but know, I'm in Western New York. I know what a VA in Western New York is charging, and ask those questions. You've got Facebook groups you can easily ask those questions on. I am somebody who spends a lot of time knowing that, because we do profit strategy with clients. So that's for the most part, ask me. Come here on the morning show, go over on the forum, ask me, do you know what market value is for a graphic designer? Do you know what it is for a VA? Whatever. I'm happy to answer those questions. It's something I spend a lot of time analyzing and knowing. I make it my business to know, and I'm always checking the trends for things like that. Also, as part of your analyzation of everything you're doing, analyze what other people in your space, the space you are heading into, are doing. There's nothing wrong with trolling people when it comes to this kind of stuff, people. Make sure you do a lot of trolling. It's really good. The other thing that's really good is to create polls for your current clients. Send them an email asking them questions. Get on a call with them. Find out what they're wanting from you if you are going to continue to offer the same types of services. All of those steps in that one major first step, and that is, I would say that if you are doing it right, this major first step should at least take you 2 to 3 weeks. And really spend a lot of time and invest the effort into this analyzation piece, because you're setting yourself up for success when you do that. And that is huge, to set yourself up for success, which your mindset will follow, and taking the steps when you are ready to launch in the right direction is huge. Gina and I have been working on trying to find our best way to do things and how to market things and do things. And we've been struggling for the last month with the craziness that happened in our epic disaster and all of that. We got behind, and it got harder to catch up because we weren't where we belonged. We moved to Be Boss Girl. We officially launched the new Be Boss Girl website yesterday, and are adding some more new things to that today over the next couple days, partnering with Lisa, our graphic design team, and offering graphic design is a full service package. And I've done that, and I have 15 leads this week so far. Just that one tweak, combining and making everything more streamlined, has been a huge step in the right direction for us. So be sure that you really spend time in this analyzation piece. And people are like, oh, I want to rebrand, I want to do this. And they just go and they do it in a few days. You are doing your clients and your business a huge disservice when you do that. A rebrand, a relaunch is a huge and very strategic move that you should make. So make sure that you're taking that first step to analyze. We're going to be talking about rebranding all week. I look forward to talking to you more about it. Come by, stop, ask questions. I'm always here to answer questions, whether it's about rebranding or not. And you can jump in at the end of the show and ask any question you would like, no matter what it's about. Have an amazing day today. And remember to rise, become, and be everything you can. Have a great day, everybody.
RBB Morning Show, the coach, mentor, marketing, and social media strategist you need each and every morning.